Hey, Shalom, first and foremost, all praise and glory go unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors on to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone that do rule exception well, and also Shalom salutations. Mercy and blessings to all you sincere brothers that's out there pushing this word with truth and with faith. My name is Thabawa Amath of Great Millstone Northwest. I actually don't really have, I don't have too much to go into. I don't have any scriptures picked out or anything like that. But I did want to speak on, it's becoming more and more clear and more evident that this place is circling the drain, man. It's on its way out. All right. And what I'm speaking of is about the United States of America as a constitution. All right. as a country and a company and so on and so forth, man. This shit is it's losing its steam, man. All right, and that's very, very clear. That's very evident to see if you're paying attention at all, even remotely, to the news. All right, if you're paying attention at all, even in the slightest form to the news, you'll be able to start to see how this place America isn't doing so great, how this place America is actually on its way out, how it's losing all kind of deals and all kind of momentum that it once had. Now there's many scriptures, all right, many different chapters you can go into that kind of helps illustrate that. I'm gonna jump into a couple of them. I'm not gonna hit every single scripture that deals with this topic, because this topic is vastly covered in the scriptures, but I do want to hit some of the chapters that speak about the fall of Babylon the Great, man. The fall and the destruction of this place which we call the United States of America. Now, in the Bible, you're not going to find the term United States of America inside of it. All right, that's not going to be written anywhere inside the Bible, because the United States of America was not a country. It wasn't even a thought during the time that the Bible was written. All right, and that's one of the big hangups that we find while we're out there pushing this truth on the streets, is people, they're looking for those specific words when it's like, hey, the country wasn't even set up at that time, so how the hell would it be called? Just like you're not gonna find the term Russia in the scriptures. You're not gonna find the term China in the scriptures. You're not gonna find you're not even gonna find what Iran in the scriptures, although all those people are spoken about in the scriptures. All right, they're the people that's there are spoken about in the scriptures, but you're not gonna find those terms due to the fact that during the time that the Bible was written, the people were going by a different name. Case in point, Iran was called Persia. All right, until fairly recently, man, within the past 70 years or so, 70 to 100 years is when they changed their name from Persia to Iran. Okay, so you gotta you have to know that type of stuff for you to be able to understand what's going on in the scriptures. Now, the scriptures speak about the downfall of Esau, and with that great downfall, one of their major cities is going to be completely wiped out and destroyed. And that major city that is speaking of is Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, let's go to Revelation chapter 18. Oh boy, we really could start at the top and read this entire chapter. But I'm not going to. I'm going to jump around a bit. I'm going to start at Revelation chapter 18. I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." All right, and that's exactly what you get with America. You have all nations drunk off of this Babylon juice, man, is what we call it. This American style of democracy. All right, this American style. See, because one of the things America does is they go and they um place their beliefs and their will on these other countries, these countries that's not following after the same tune that they're following after, they'll go and they'll oppress them. All right, they'll go and start causing problems, create war, push that country into further poverty, hit them with sanctions and so on and so forth, man, to where they're causing all the kings of the earth to commit fornication, man. All the kings in the earth got to be in bed with this place some way or somehow, man. All right, and if they're not in bed directly with America, they're dealing with Esau Edom somehow. All right, which Esau Edom he's using. Esau Edom's the so-called Caucasians, by the way, according to the scriptures. They're using America as their main weight. That's their main powerhouse that they can use to kind of bully the rest of the world. Although some countries will stand up to America, but that's only because they're in league with a different Edomite country, man. Although America is a Edomite country, there's other Edomite countries as well. All right, you got basically the entirety of the continent of Europe that's filled with Edomite countries. You have Russia, which is an Edomite country. All right. In fact, a lot of the countries you see down in South America is actually being ran by Edomites. All right. So on and so forth, man. All right. This guy, he has control of the whole earth, and that's told you told about that in Job, the 9th chapter, 24th verse. It tells you that the earth's given into the hand of the wicked. He has control of the whole earth. That's the reason why everyone has to dance to his fucking whack ass tune, man. Even though he has no rhythm, everyone has to dance to his tune, and he's the one that's going to tell you if you're dancing wrong or not. All right. And this is it's clear to see if you look into the news, man. All right. It says, verse 4, it says, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. And this is something, again, this is future prophecy. This is something that's going to be happening in our very, very near future, where we will literally be called, the we I'm speaking about is the Israelites, specifically the elect of the nation of Israel, which I'm very hopeful that I'm a part of. They're going to be delivered from the destruction that this place is gonna receive. All right, because America will be destroyed with thermonuclear destruction, man. And the scriptures tell you that time and time and time again, that this place is going to be destroyed with thermonuclear destruction. All right, all these nuclear weapons that these other countries have been piling up, they're all for the purpose of the destruction of America and other various Edomite strongholds, man. Okay? It says that her sins has reached unto heaven. And you can't tell me that you don't see that, man. Anybody that's ever read the scriptures, if you ever read the books of Leviticus, if you ever read Deuteronomy, if you ever read any of the books of Moses, you would know that the way that America is set up and the way that the current route that this world is on is not according to the scriptures whatsoever, man. All right, the fact that transgenderism is protected and publicized and put on some type of a pedestal, that proves all in itself that this place is full of iniquity and it's reached onto heaven. See, people don't want to acknowledge the Heavenly Father, and the reason why is because they're not getting jacked up. All right, they're not getting judged immediately. All right, the scriptures tell you, because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore is fully set in the sons and the hearts of how's that? It's fully set in the hearts of the sons of men to do evil. All right. Matter of fact, let me just grab that. That's Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. Let me just grab that because I'm pretty sure I just kind of butchered it. I used to be really good at just straight up quoting scriptures, but I've kind of lost that a little bit. Anyway, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. All right, it says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And that's what we witness day in and day out. All right, with these people, what you witness is it's fully set in them to do evil because they're not being judged immediately. Just like with this whole coronavirus thing, right? You got officials that's like, oh, you have to wear a mask, you have to physically be 6 feet away from somebody. But guess what? No one's going to listen to that. No one's going to adhere to that information if they're not going to be getting in trouble about it, man. All right? Nobody's going to care about you putting out some mandate telling everybody that they got to wear a mask if there's no people enforcing, there's no trouble to get into for not wearing a mask. Okay? And that's what you really see here in America, man. You see these people that basically go off of a limb, do whatever they want due to the fact that they're not being judged. They're not catching any type of hell for it, man. So it's fully set in them to just do whatever the hell they want, just to go off the deep end, man. All right. It says though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, but it which fear before him, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the heavenly Father. All right, there is vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men unto whom it happeneth according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the work of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity. A point being that that's what we're seeing is we're cut that shit, man. See, people are demons. Sorry, Salakia, somebody pulling up behind me, flashing their lights for absolutely no reason, trying to get the attention of somebody on the sidewalk. But the point being that people they're not catching hell, man. They're not catching any type of judgment or any type of punishment for the kind of things that they're doing, which is resulting in them, fully believing that they're in the right, that they're okay. All right, that they're not going to be judged. And that's basically the mindset that America has as a whole, is that they don't think that they're going to be judged. But this place is destined for destruction, man. All right, the judgment that's going to come to this place is going to be greater and far worse than anything we've ever seen on this earth before, man. All right, anything we've ever seen on this earth before is how the judgment is going to come, man. All right, and that's something that the Most High has to put in your mind for you to recognize, man. Because majority of these people, they're not going to recognize that. All right, let's grab man. Let's grab man, I kind of wanted to get into like Revelation 18, Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 47, so on and so forth, Revelation 16 or 14, and just get into Babylon's destruction, or Babylon being destroyed. But I'm kind of running out of time here, and I wasn't as quick to the draw, as quick to the point as I wanted to be. So I do apologize for that, Salakia, if this was more of a ramble. But I do encourage you to jump into some of those scriptures for yourself, man. All right? Jump into some of those scriptures for yourself, because this place is circling the drain. This place is on its way out, man. And that's pretty evident to see if you're paying attention. All right? So until next time, I'm going to go ahead and say shalom, because I am out of time and I got to go. But Lord willing, the message was received, man. Until next time, shalom.